I also want to say, if through these prompts you don't hear anything and you don't feel anything, that's normal. There's not, again, this is like, there's nothing that you're doing right or wrong. This is the invitation into our being. And so, even if nothing is being heard, felt, or sensed, there is activity taking place beneath the surface. Very good. Shall we move forward? Okay. So I would invite you, if you are in a place where you can place your feet flat on the ground, to place your feet flat on the ground. And then maybe take a look around where you are. Bye, Miss Bafor. Teacher's got to get ready to return tomorrow. So in here, Rebecca just left. That's something we saw. What do you see? And then eventually let your eyes come to a close, or let your gaze fall on something in the room that's not moving. And then in addition to the things that we see, there are also the senses that we have connected to sound, taste, touch, smell. So what do you hear? What do you smell? What sensations are you aware of? And if the mind starts going, that's okay. That's what the mind is designed to do. Remember, this is a practice that is connecting us to the root of our being. So it is not about thoughts. It's more about what's happening beneath the thoughts. Eventually finding your way to your breath. Becoming aware of your own inhale and exhale in a world that is constantly inviting you to forget who you are. Be with your breath. And as you breathe, you are also invited into an introduction. A conversation. A relationship that is asking, what can I hold for you? And so as you breathe, imagine that as this introduction takes place, God is calling your name. What do you hear? Maybe it is your proper name or a nickname. Maybe you don't hear anything at all. And as God calls you by name, you also call on God. So, what is the name that you would use to call on God today? And as these introductions take place, the conversation moves forward. As God leans in and asks you, "What do you want?" And so, without much thought, seeing what arises in your heart as a response to that question, what is it that you want? On your next inhale, imagine that you are breathing in the name of God. And on the exhale, you are breathing out your response to the question in this moment. What is it that you want? So you breathe in the name of God and exhale your desire. Breathing in the name of God and exhaling your desire. We'll take a moment to continue breathing in this way, breathing in the name of God, exhaling your desire. As I go quiet, Focus your light within us. Make it useful. As the rays of a beacon show the way. Help us breathe one holy breath, feeling only you. This creates a shrine inside in wholeness. Help us let go. Clear the space inside of busy forgetfulness so the name comes to live. Your name, your sound, can move us if we tune our hearts as instruments for its tone. Hear the one sound that created all others. In this way, the name is hallowed in silence. In peace, the name resides. A room of one's own, a holy of holies, open, giving light to all. We all look elsewhere for this light. It draws us out of ourselves, but the name always lives within. Focus your light within us. Make it useful. So, if you would like to end the conversation with a bow of gratitude or a deep cleansing breath, then you're welcome to do so. And if you haven't already opened your eyes, then I would invite you to open your eyes. The textual note from this reading, part of it says, "The inner shrine by which God's name is hallowed can be developed only through letting go, releasing some of the clutter inside that keeps us too busy to be silent and receptive to the still, small voice." The prayer also leads us to consider our feeling heart, the place that mystics of all paths have called the inner temple. Jesus recommended going to this heart shrine, one of the meanings of entering into the closet, whenever we pray. In another setting, Virginia Woolf called this a room of one's own. When this inner shrine is established, it becomes possible to be in the words of Jesus, all embracing, which is translated as perfect. So as we are sitting with this question of purpose, I offer this to you as a practice, something that you can engage in on your own now that you've experienced it in community. The replay of the practice will be included on YouTube if you want to return to it. But essentially at any moment you can pause and listen for your name. Hear the name of God and respond to whatever question you may want to insert there. I inserted, what do you want? But it could be any question that you're holding. And then just allow some of the space, the silence and spaciousness to sit there, to be there.